Hello. I hope you're doing well today. My name is Tabitha Azor, and I am the founder of NYC Healing Center. And today I would like to talk to you guys about a few things that I learned from 2021. I know it's the end of the year, and a lot of us are thinking about 2022 and the things that we want to do, but I think it's important to also think back to the previous year to think about the things that we've learned and the things that we can take with us into 2022, the maybe things that have helped us grow into the person that we are today. So my first thing is that we can choose to the positive over the negative. And I know that this sounds like something that is, oh yeah, obviously you can choose the positive over the negative. But I think that this is something that I had to learn emotionally for this year, because most of the time we tend to go towards the negative emotions, and it's easier to go towards the negative emotion. And this year I had to purposely and intentionally decide to choose the positive, to choose to look at the good things that are happening in my life, as opposed to just zooming in on the negative and just focusing on that. And what helped with that is a course that I took, or I think it ran from July all the way through December. And there was a lot of experiential activities that were happening through the course, and that allowed me to pretty much just learn to notice more of the positive, as opposed to just focusing on the negative, because every situation has a positive side and a negative side, and we can choose which one we choose to focus on. The second thing that I learned is that if you're supposed to do something, you may not feel comfortable at first, but you have to take the first step. And after you take the first step, it's going to become a little bit more comfortable, and eventually it'll feel like something that you can do with no worry. And I don't know for you guys, or what the challenge in front of you is, or what's that thing that you feel like you're supposed to do is, but I just want to tell you that all you have to do is to take the first step. And as you take the first step and start moving towards it, even if you do it scared, there's a lot of things in my life that I do scared, just because I'm more of an introvert, and certain things are harder for me, especially social stuff. So allowing myself to take the first step has allowed me to become a little bit more comfortable over time, and that's something that I learned in 2021. The third thing is, when you feel you have to take a leap of faith, just do it. So I shared in one of my other live videos that this year I had to take a leap of faith. I had to quit my job and start this, and it wasn't easy because I was leaving behind a lot, but I felt like, okay, it was time. It was time to do it, and I could no longer wait. It was like a pressure or something that was kind of like telling me, like, well, God was telling me it's time to make the move. And it was easier to stay at my job and have a paycheck coming in regularly, and just stay there, where I know that there's someone that's taking care of everything. But it was time for me to take the leap and trust God, to just provide for me and to do everything that I needed done. So I just did it. I did it with support, right? When you have to take a leap of faith, you have to have support, and you have to have people that are, I guess, encouraging you to do it. And I did it, and I don't regret it. I'm doing great, actually, and I'm very thankful that I was able to take that leap of faith. So if in 2022, when even like you have something that you feel like, okay, I'm supposed to do this, I know I'm supposed to do this, and you keep running away from it, I'm gonna tell you, just do it. Just do it, and then trust yourself to be able to figure it out along the way, because you might actually surprise yourself in what you're able to accomplish once you're in the path that you're supposed to be in. The next thing that I learned in 2022, just because you feel that God is calling you to do something doesn't mean it's going to be easy. And I think so many times Christians just believe, and even me, I believe sometimes that, okay, God's calling me to do it, then it's going to absolutely be easy. I'm going to be able to figure it out. There, like easily. There is an aspect of it that is easy because God doing his part is extremely important. Like certain things about what I have to do, I don't have to worry about, because those doors, because I took my leap of faith in the right timing, then those doors automatically open because it was already set up for this time. But it takes a lot of work to do and get to the place that you need to be. So you take the leap of faith and then expect a lot of work to follow that, so that you can be able to, I guess, partner with God to do this. And I learned also that community is important. You cannot really accomplish much without other people or without community. And that's something that I developed a lot in 2021. And I think it's a great thing. It's a great thing because I have support, and I have people that I can reach out to, that I can learn from. I would say even finding a mentor is extremely important, because even as a therapist, they don't recommend that we practice alone. So my community consists of not only friends, but mentors, with people that can be able to support me and that I can learn from, my therapist that I can talk to about certain things as I'm going through the process of life. So whatever your community can comprise, whoever that you want to put as part of your team, as part of your system to go through life. I would say definitely make sure that if you didn't have community in 2021, that you can be able to have community in 2022, because it's absolutely important. And then the last thing that I learned in 2021 is to enjoy the journey. I mean, you can take your time and focus on everything that you have to do, but I think it's extremely important to just focus and have fun while you do it. And it's important to focus on things that you love to do. I'm very blessed to love what I do. I love being a therapist, and I love just being with people and create change and facilitate healing for people. And I have a chance to do that almost every day, and I am so grateful, and I thank God for having the opportunity and the ability to impact people in this way. So that part of my job is very, very enjoyable. And when I get to do that, and when I see a client come in one way, and then we're evaluating 3 months later, and we're just listing out the things that they've done and the things that we've done together that has been that is impacting their lives in a very positive way, then that's kind of like that's my enjoyment, and that's what makes it feel so good, because I see, okay, I'm impacting one person, I'm changing one person's life, and then that allows me to, maybe that person will impact somebody else, and the chain will continue. And I don't take the work that I do for granted. Every single person that choose to work with me is like, it's like I'm grateful for it, and I'm extremely happy to be able to help whoever that comes to my doors and is willing to do the work. And it's been the most fulfilling and enjoyable part of the work that I do, and that's the thing that I'm the most grateful for. So don't forget to just take some time and enjoy whatever journey that you're in, whatever it is that you're doing. wherever your field is, whether it is spending time with your family, and also like finding balance in all that you're doing. I think balancing family time with work time with friends, with like all of those things, you have to be able to find a balance, because without a balance, you won't be able to enjoy anything. Because if you have kids, while you're with your kids, or if you have a spouse, while you're with your spouse, or while you're with friends, you're thinking about work, then that means you can't really be present with anything. So creating a schedule, making sure that things have a specific time that you're supposed to do them, so that you know that everything is covered and you can actually be present